Hughes Lozano. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong place. Rosano is here. Simpson.
Here.
Cleary.
Here.
Epicoro.
Here.
Andrew Joyce.
Here.
Miller.
Present.
Vine.
Here.
Lockhart.
Here.
And Curley.
Here.
First item of business is to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
If you saw what happened in Suffolk County. The text was still running off that, so she doesn't have help. She has
All those-
completely.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item 2 is amending the 2024 Department of Children, Youth, and Families budget for administrative adjustments. Commissioner Manning is here.
Good evening, everyone. So basically, we needed to adjust the 2024 budget because we didn't anticipate a lot of costs. The significant costs have been to our secure detention, our non-secure detention, and secure detention for Raise the Age. In addition, one positive thing that has occurred is our adoption subsidies have increased. That shows that more children are getting adopted rather than being in foster care, so we're happy about that. And then finally is our telephone lines. Due to safety purposes, all of our field workers have cell phones that are county issued, so we didn't anticipate such a large cost. So that's why that transfer is going into those lines.
Does anyone have any questions for the commissioner? Can I have a motion?
Glad they have phones.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do you have a question?
Just no my abstention on this one.
Motion? We had a second. No, geez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 3 is authorizing an agreement with Gilboa Conesville Central School District for preschool evaluation services for young children with special needs.
Thank you. Yes, there is a family that lives up in Bern, and the mother just became a teacher over at Gilboa, and therefore they're requesting that the child's speech services, which is twice a week, be provided at the school program where she has her child enrolled. So therefore we need to contract with the Gilboa School District in order to pay for the services that otherwise would be paid here in Albany County.
Any questions?
Motion.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item
Thank you.
4 is authorizing, thank you. Item 4 is authorizing the acceptance of grant funding and an agreement regarding the domestic violence advocate program and amending the 2024 Department for Children, Youth, and Families budget.
Sorry, they didn't give that to me on my list. So the domestic violence advocate, that was basically for the Trinity Alliance mobile vehicle. And that's the mobile vehicle that we have spoken about before that has a clinician as well as a family peer advocate. And it's looking at supporting families that have foster care children.
Are there any questions?
Is this a new position?
It's actually OCFS funded. We were funded last year for it as well, but they couldn't find a domestic violence advocate. They were looking at, it has to be a certified program, so we were looking at contracting, or Trinity was looking at contracting with Equinox, but due to staffing shortages, they have not had the availability of a domestic violence advocate.
So you have a position open for that currently?
Currently, no, we are wanting to accept the funding from OCFS.
Before you can open the position?
Yes.
Anyone else? Can I have a motion? Mr. Cleary, second.
Second.
Mr. Epicoro.
Thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 5 is authorizing an agreement with Brightside Up regarding family daycare and child care provider registration and inspection services. Commissioner Stackhouse is here this evening.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. So DSS is seeking approval to renew the annual agreement with Office of Children and Family Services to renew our subcontract with Brightside Up, which was previously the Capital District Coordinating Council. Brightside Up is our contracted provider who not only completes registration and inspection of all child care provider facilities, but also does the assist family in finding safe and qualified daycare centers to care for their children. The contract amount is up to $292,983.
Any questions? Ms. Walker?
Commissioner, are those results available in somehow to the public? Like if they're looking for childcare, can they look to see whether a facility has passed or whatever you call it?
The Bright Side Up has a website that you can go to.
Yeah.
I think you have to call them. I don't think it's public information on the site, but I can confirm that for you just to make sure. Because there are some, not only, business type entities, but there's also families who can provide childcare as well that they certify and make sure that they pass inspection. So,
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Make a motion.
Mr. Cleary, second? I'll second. Opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution passes.
Item 6 is authorizing a memorandum of understanding between the Departments of Social Services and Mental Health regarding assessment and referral services for Safety Net and TANF applicants and recipients.
so this is to renew our memorandum of understanding with the Department of Mental Health. They provide our mandated assessments for individuals who are temporary assistance eligible, who may have possible substance use disorders. The funding is used to hire full-time mental health CASACs, certified alcohol and substance abuse counselors, to provide the mandated testing and assessment and referral that is required of this program. The contract amount is for $250,000.
Are there any questions? Can I have a motion? Mr. Cleary, second? Mr. Okora? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 7 is authorizing agreements regarding moving and storage services for eligible temporary assistance recipients.
So, the local Department of Social Services is required to pay for moving and storage services for households who are in the process of moving and when it's necessary, according to regulation. We're also required to issue an allowance for storage of furniture if someone's in the midst of transitioning from one location to another. We're requesting to renew a contract with 2 providers that we've had in the past, Dodds Moving and Storage and Lideke Moving and Storage. We also have one new provider called Care and Errands, who will also be providing moving and storage for us. The contract amounts will be up to a total of $150,000. There was a total of 58 individuals and families who received moving and storage from September of last year to August of this year.
Any questions? Do we have a motion? Mr. Cleary, Mr. Okora, second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 8 is authorizing agreements with providers of home establishment furnishings.
So the local Department of Social Services is asking to renew our contracts with home establishment providers. Temporary assistance eligible individuals were required to establish a protocol to provide furniture, equipment, and other supplies needed to establish their household. There are 2 providers that we currently contract with that we'd like to renew. One is City Discount Furniture, and the other one is Furniture Liquidators. In September of last year and August of this year, we've served 130 clients with home establishment needs.
Does anyone have any questions? Can I have a motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 9 is authorizing an agreement with Equinox regarding residential domestic violence services.
The Department of Social Services is mandated to provide residential services for victims of domestic violence, and we do so through a identified provider through the New York State Office of Children and Family Services. Our identified provider is Equinox. We are asking to enter into our annual contract with them, and the current rate for Equinox is $114.38 per diem per eligible person that resides at the shelter. This is a state-established per diem rate that we must follow. The contract amount is for $700,000.
Any questions?
What was that number again? I'm sorry. The rate.
$114.38 per diem per eligible person. So that would be per night.
Okay. Thank you. Second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
is authorizing an agreement with the Montgomery County Chapter NYSARC, DBA Liberty Arc.
So we're requesting to renew our contract with Liberty ARC. It was previously noted as Pine Ridge Industries. That's how they operate. They provide employment success coaching and related services for employment recipients of temporary assistance to maintain their employment. This particular entity was chosen through a RFP process. This is the request for a 3-year of a 5-year contract period. They assist individuals on retaining employment, so they do employment retention. They check in with them. They try to reduce their employee absenteeism, give them coaching while they're on the job. They actually will continue to work with them on any kind of life challenges that they may have that may interfere with them retaining their employment. So between October of last year and September of this year, they engaged with clients at 161 times in person, just to make sure that they could retain their employment.
Any questions? I have a motion. Any opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Item 11 is authorizing an agreement with Altamont Program regarding employment services for temporary assistance for needy families and safety net recipients.
So this, once again, is a renewal of a contract. It's a request for the 2nd year of a 5-year contract. This particular contract is for $434,700. $429,000 is dedicated to work on employment, both in-person and virtual programs to teach individuals their life skills, the job skills that they need for training to seek out employment opportunities. They help with resume preparation, job searching skills, job development placement, post-employment retention services. They work closely with Pine Ridge Liberty ARC to ensure that the people, once they secure employment, can retain their employment there. The program has served clients and engaged with them 1,558 times during the last year. And it's been a successful program. Now that COVID has ended, they've moved more from virtual to in-person again, which is a huge proactive thing that we need to do in order to work on the employment for more individuals that are receiving temporary assistance benefits.
Are there any questions? Can I have a motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Second.